Hi everyone, Flora Sage here. So yesterday I took the day off and really allowed myself to go into sacred ceremony and really kind of pray about and talk to my peeps about my life, my business, what feels good, what doesn't feel good. And through that process really saw what I needed to declutter from my life. So, one of the things that I've been sharing with you for many, many years is in order to manifest faster or get the life that you want faster, you need to declutter and get rid of stuff that no longer serves you. So what does this look like? Well, it looks like unfollowing people online that maybe make you feel like shit or bring in that comparisonitis where you're comparing your life to theirs. It could also mean unfollowing people that are toxic, maybe that post really charged things such as animal cruelty and political stuff, you know what I mean? And that's one way to help clear your energy. But another way is also to clear your physical stuff. So why does decluttering and clearing stuff out help you manifest? Well, when we say, okay, I want to manifest this, and we have a specific goal, it could be an energetic goal, like I want to start feeling happier in my life, or I want to start feeling more confident in this, or I want to manifest a car, or whatever it is that you're trying to receive in your life. You put that energy out. Boom, okay? Now, because we live in an energetic world, like if you actually take this, like this stapler, okay? If you take this stapler and look at it underneath a magnifying glass, like a high-powered magnifying glass, what you're gonna see is all the dust, but then also all the space in between. And this is actually, it appears solid because it is moving at a slower frequency, but this is mainly blank space, but this is energy, okay? So everything in this universe is composed of energy and matter. And when we put something out there to the universe, like I want to manifest a new car, or I want to manifest a new job, or I want to manifest feeling more confident, that's an energetic vibration that we put out, and it vibrates out to the universe. Well, what happens when we have clutter of all kinds? We've got physical clutter, emotional clutter, clutter in our social realm, which helps with the mental and emotional clutter as well as spiritual clutter. What happens is that laser beam that you're putting out to the universe of saying, this is what I want to manifest, starts to get interfered with or broken apart because the clutter that you have in your physical life creates energetic dissonance. And so what that is, it's basically like when you are skipping rocks, let's just say, and you go on the very blank, placid lake, and you throw that rock and it skips and it flies all the way and skips all the way over to the other side. That's what it's like when you have clear energy and your energetic space is clear, okay, and your physical space is clear. But think about, what if there was a bunch of boulders and rocks and trees and all kinds of stuff sticking out of the water, and so if you try to skip it, it's gonna skip maybe a couple times and then land on a rock or land on a tree or get disrupted some way. And so what happens is when we have these interference patterns that interfere with what we send out, that's what we get back. We get chaos back. We get all of these fractals of energy coming back that aren't really what we want to manifest. And that actually comes in forms of debt. It comes in forms of arguments, of low energy, depression, anxiety, weight gain, poor sleep, overeating, undereating, avoiding things, self-sabotage, all kinds of things, because we're getting this chaotic energy back. So if you're feeling any number of those things, if you're feeling frustrated, depressed, anxious, overweight, underweight, all this bullshit that's just not working out, and you're like, oh my gosh, really? This is not what I want right now. Stop and say, okay, what do I want? What's your one main goal? Okay. Then say, okay, what do I need to clear up in my energy and in my physical space so that I can start to bring this to me in a more cohesive manner? And this is one of the things that I did yesterday. So I've had a lot of shifts and changes in my business, as many of you have seen over the last, well, my business is constantly changing and ebbing and flowing, but especially over the last, I would say 3 months, there's been a huge amount of change. Most of it positive, but some of it has been a little bit challenging for me to streamline. And so yesterday I woke up and knew I was not meant to work at all. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go within. I'm going to allow myself to open up sacred space and see what the deal is. And I really allowed myself to journal. Actually, my journal is over in the other room, but I journaled like 6 or 7 pages and really looked at, what am I resisting? Because what we resist, we actually create more of through the law of increase. And so I allowed myself to say, okay, what am I resisting? What feels good? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? What are these kind of the flip sides to everything? And I really allowed myself to just do the work. You can't bypass this stuff. So many times people think, well, I know what to do, and because I know what to do, then what I want is just going to come to me, or it's just going to happen. That's not the case. If you know what you want and you know what to do, you need to put it into action. And so I literally spent all day yesterday decluttering. I cleared out a bunch of my books. I cleared out a bunch of papers. I cleared out my storage closet downstairs, and allowed myself to not only clear that stuff out, but I went through and I cleared out so many groups that I was a part of on Facebook. I unfollowed a bunch of people on Facebook and Instagram, and I allowed myself to declutter some photos of mine. All kinds of things. And I just went and I just cleared out certain things that felt good. And I did it until I felt complete. And then once I did all those things, then again, after each time I did that, I checked in with myself. Okay, what else can I do to make me feel better? And all I asked is, what's the next step? Like, what's that 1 degree shift, that little pivot that I can take that will make me feel more in alignment with who I am now? And that looked like getting rid of and not working with one of my mentors that I've been working with for the last couple of years. And that actually kind of threw me off, because I was like, oh, really? Okay. And I really sat with that. And I've been kind of thinking about it for the last couple of weeks, but it really felt so good and so energetically aligned. And what happened was, when I allowed myself to say, okay, and get really clear of, yes, I'm leaving this mentor, that opened up the energy for me to dig deeper into another mentor that I'm currently working with at a deeper spiritual level. And it's so refreshing and it's so exciting whenever you can lean into those things that feel good and just say, nope, I'm done with those things that no longer feel good. You know what I mean? So I hope that this serves you today. So if you're feeling funky or off or whatever, give yourself permission to spend 5 minutes. You don't have to spend the whole day, but give yourself, permission to spend about 5 minutes truly just checking in with yourself. Okay, what feels good? What doesn't feel good? What am I leaning into? What am I avoiding? What am I afraid of? What messes do I have that I need to clean up, both energetically and physically? And allow yourself to just declutter those things that no longer serve you, and allow yourself to lean into those things that feel good, and lean into those things that remind you of who you truly are. Okay. Now, if you want my personal help with this, I do have coaching spots available. So I'm going to post 2 links below in the comments and in the description. One is for private personal coaching, and another one is for private business coaching. If you're interested in either of those, let me know. I would love to talk with you and help you create a life and or business that you love and that supports you. I love you today. I love you always. And I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your day. Mwah.